Hey, everybody. Welcome. We got a lot of fun tonight. We got a special guest on top of our regular special guests. You're looking at the big Visual Arts Passage logo there. For those of you who don't know, we offer a mentorship program for people trying to develop careers as illustrators and painters. So if you don't know about us, check us out. We're going to talk about it a little bit tonight. We got some of our instructors in here tonight drawing with us. Um, got a great topic tonight. And Cassandra, thank you so much for the idea and the reference. So we have for episode 282, we got Arctic explorers and some great stuff.
Yeah, gotta love Shackleton. And Matthew Henson is awesome.
I'm going to just kind of blow through this. The
Yeah,
thing I've known this photograph for most of my life just because it's an Irving Penn photo.
right. And like both of them, Peter and Dagmar, they're both super cool
Yes.
people.
She was an illustrator. Uh,
Uh-huh.
and she was an illustrator. He was 6'7". She was like 5 feet tall.
So
So,
tiny.
and
And Ronald Amundsen, rock star.
yeah, and so we're doing, as always, we're doing three poses, two 20-minute poses, and then a 40-minute pose, or maybe longer, depending on how quickly we get out of the 20 minutes. Um, I have one more thing I want to say before we get going. Timmy's got plenty to say about posting and all that, but I got one more thing for our special guest, Nate Sweitzer. Thank you, man. Your work is awesome. I'm so happy that I can even mention that you've been to our into our program and we had any influence on you at all. Just fantastic what you're doing in the industry. Thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you for having me, John. Um, Visual Arts Pass has made a huge difference in me getting to where I'm at right now. So I'm really excited to be drawn with everyone tonight.
Send him the check, Timmy. Send him
Yeah,
the check.
right.
All right, so let's get drawing.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about Nate once we get drawing.
So if this is the first time you've joined us, welcome. Please draw along. That's part of the game. I'm dropping two links in the chat. One is to our Discord server. That's where a lot of the community is. That's where all the community is. People share their work. And then I'm also going to share a link to the photo reference, which we post on Tuesdays or Wednesdays usually. Depends on when me or Cassandra or John come up with an idea. So grab the photo reference and join the server. Please share your work with us throughout the night. It's what makes this fun. We got a lot of people here tonight, so I want to see a lot of Arctic explorers. So we're gonna
And
stream them like we do.
Antarctic.
Okay, I think it's okay. Um, so
We're Arctic
um,
agnostic.
yeah, yeah. So rich people going to cold places. um, yeah, so please share your work with us throughout tonight. You're going to post it to Discord and I'm going to stream it on the show.
I'm
That's
going
it.
to add to the rich people. I'm going to add some very brave people.
Yes.
Some very, very brave people. I am going to change cameras here and explain myself a little bit. Last week I did a drawing and I didn't paint. I'm as I mentioned, we talk about how many drawings you do a night, that type of thing. If you're really developing and you want to just, work on your drawing props, try to do two or three of them. I have analyzed what I did last year or last couple of years, and I have so many unfinished paintings because I've been doing these things a little bit larger and I have a ton of unfinished paintings. I've done my drawing. I'm going to start painting as soon as I just wanted to, a little bit of warning before I change screens.
Nice.
This is going to be an exciting night because we're going to have easily, I think we're going to have like six people on the panel. So it
Yeah,
should be
Ray and
fun.
Dale are both coming.
Yeah, we got Ray and Dale coming in later. We got Adam Gustavson here, Cassandra, Nate. This is going to be fun. John, it looks like you start like 2 minutes ago?
Oh,
Oh, it looks awesome right now, John.
I started,
Right when we started, went live.
Ooh.
no, I started at like 4:45.
Yeah.
did a drawing, but I seriously, we all, use this as like exercise, as a gym or whatever you want to call it. And one of my biggest frustrations recently is just I have so many things I haven't finished.
Mm.
So I'm gonna finish this guy. I probably won't finish it tonight, but I'm gonna get a lot further than I did last time because I got a really. I mean, I didn't. I stopped about. I only worked about half the evening and just kind of talked with Cassandra, but I didn't get done. Um, I mean, I didn't get to even start painting. So I told myself I'm doing this differently tonight.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it.
Adam, how you doing?
Oh, doing okay. Uh,
Wow, that
semester,
sounds really confident and
yes, I'm
yeah.
doing all right. Semester started and like, just work. I've got
Hmm.
work.
Hmm.
And I've got illustration work. So but it's like a lot of it and, which is also good. But those moments where you're like just trying to turn something in fast enough so you can work on the other things so that someone doesn't think that you're not working on their thing so that you can
Oh my gosh, yes,
like
you are.
it's
That's
just
yeah.
you know, it's all or nothing. So like right now I'm just in one of those moments where I'm like working on three things at the same time and hoping that the people I'm working with are too busy to like look at it yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Nate, so we've got the entire Sweitzer clan drawing
Wow.
tonight, it sounds like.
Yes.
I'm showing
We
up.
got Randy, your mom,
Oh
your
man.
the brothers.
I love that so
So
much. I love
who
that.
who do you think who do you think in the Schweitzer clan is closest to your tail? What
Oh,
who
come on.
you got
Oh, I can't believe
what,
you're doing that. You can't do
what?
that to
Wow.
I'm just saying. I got a feeling. When I was on track, they'd always be like, Timmy, there's a freshman class. Like they're gonna catch up with you. Are you the oldest, middle, youngest?
I am the oldest, but I'll tell
Okay,
you,
so
everyone in my family can draw.
so
That is a
you're
great answer, Nate. Stick to
Yes,
it. Don't
you're
budge.
It's
right.
true.
you're the oldest, which means everyone's on your tail.
Yep. I just got the head start. Just give them time.
Yeah, exactly. How much older are you than your siblings?
I got 3 years on one of my brothers and 5 on the other.
Oh, nice. So you're like a classic older brother.
Oh yeah. Just ask them.
That's no, but I'm saying like that's like 5 year a 5 year spread. That's like cool. That's like mysterious cool older brother. Five
Yeah,
years is a
for a
lot.
few years maybe. There might have been some mystique. It
There's
didn't last
mystique.
long, I don't think.
Yeah. It didn't last long. It fades. It fades
Yeah.
into the abyss as you
Oh, real quick.
enter your late teens. Um,
Early teens, it's pretty much gone. You turn
Yeah.
like 14, and it's like, I'm looking up to this guy. What's going on here?
yeah.
Pretty sure that's how my children feel.
Is it all? Was it all boy family?
All boys.
Man, I grew up with all boys too. Two brothers, same deal, but I'm in the middle. Um, Absolute chaos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Um, was it pretty? Was it pretty rowdy, or were you guys all artists? We didn't have an artist in the household, so it was a lot of there weren't feelings happening. It was mostly our love language was like
Nudies.
physicality, wrestling.
Wedgies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would just
No.
say I would say all of the above to all of
Yeah.
what you said.
Yeah,
All artists pretty
our love
rowdy.
language was violence.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a fair deal of that as
Yeah.
well.
Uh, some
Through
of
no
you are
fault of my
runners,
own.
aren't you, Nate?
What was that, John?
Some is it you or your brothers that are runners?
Yeah, all cross country runners.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Um, that's great. So you're all drawing. Like, have you guys all done it? Like, I'm assuming it's passed on from the parents, but like, was that competitive at all, or
Um,
like,
no, I mean everyone kind of gets to their own, I guess,
yeah?
like point at a different time. Like
I,
since
I
I was a
say
few years older.
I should reframe that. I mean like competitive, like when you were young, like were you guys just constantly drawing?
Yeah, I feel like we were drawing a lot. I mean, it was mostly like with each other or like they'd
Yeah,
be like, "What's Nate doing?" And I'd be sitting down
yeah,
drawing. It's like, okay, I guess I'll do that. Like,
yeah,
which I learned from my dad. What's my dad doing? Oh, he's
yeah.
drawing. Okay, well, let me see if I can do that. And that's basically, I just never stopped doing that, essentially, I think.
I have to say, Randy gave me the best advice when my kids were toddlers because he told me he always had mini sketchbooks on him for
Mhm.
all of y'all
Still
whenever he
does.
went anywhere. And I immediately was like, "That's brilliant!" And I've always had sketchbooks with me, and so that we never pull out a phone. We pull out sketchbooks and we will
Yeah.
draw like if we're waiting around. And that's
It's
because
And
your
great.
dad.
and people will
Sure, we
think that your
do.
children are so well behaved because they can't see the violent, awful things they're drawing.
Right.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Like
one kid will be
monsters are
writing a murder
disemboweling
mystery.
explorers, and people go like, "Your kids are so quiet.
Oh,
They're so sweet."
Adam, I can immediately picture like the scene of like the psychologist in the horror film, like looking at the kid drawing.
Oh my,
You know what I'm talking about? The trope.
the things that my brothers and I, my older brother especially in school, like
Yeah,
the child study team was just lazy.
yeah.
Like, there's no way that my parents should have been allowed to keep us if they looked at our sketchbooks.
Cassandra, I like the sketchbook idea, but if my parents had given those to the three of us, we would have just eaten them. We would have just shredded them. Like
Well,
no,
you know
no
what?
drawing would have.
It has been great. And like we
Yeah,
will just draw or they'll write
Hmm.
something and it has worked because they've never had any other option and it's
Right.
just what we do and
yeah.
it's been great.
How cool is that? So like, you're, let's say you've got a toddler. You're at a restaurant, which is a dicey choice. It's risky, right?
It works.
Hmm.
Does it work?
Yeah, like
How does it compare
I can
to
say for
yeah.
example, when I was up in Buffalo for my solo, Ray was awesome and came out and I had my friend with me and so we met up with him and he brought his kid and they were getting a little bored and I just pulled out one of my sketchbooks and gave her like them an option of a pen and they just went to town drawing. Like it doesn't matter the age, just it gives them something fun to do and yeah, it works.
Very cool. I was talking with a buddy of mine and he was like, "Yeah, it wasn't until recently I learned like my kid is like more comfortable his kid's like 3 or 4 is like more comfortable sitting and staring into silence than he is because he was like I just started to notice like I was looking at my phone. Like and the kid is just not the kid is more comfortable with nothing happening than he is.
Hmm.
It's an interesting thing because you immediately think of the tablet at the restaurant. The emergency situation that you often see happening is the tablet and some noise canceling headphones.
Yep. Nope. We don't have those. We the
Yeah.
Terrifies me. I hate to see it. I don't judge it, but I hate to see it.
there's situations like,
Yeah.
we had a terrible time at an airport where our plane just kept getting delayed and we were there for 6 hours. At that point,
Oh yeah, I could see
that's when
that.
things change. But if you're just at a restaurant,
That's
like,
where you need the what's the like chest that they put the baby in A Quiet Place.
Oh, God.
Where you're just like
Jimmy,
if I
you're going to be
just
a great dad one day. You've got all this figured out.
Adam, I'm working on it, and
Yeah,
you just get an oxygen tank and a box.
right. You're born for this.
Yeah, yeah. No. Um, anyways, what is everyone working with tonight? Maybe go around the horn. John, what's your material? We
Sorry, I
lost.
was
Oh,
muted. Graphite and acrylic paint so far, acrylic washes.
nice. Nate, you just
I've,
what's
I've
going
got a
on?
Blackwing pencil here. I'm working on some mixed media paper, and then I might bring in some acrylic and gouache a little bit later.
Cool. Cassandra, is that a grabby?
yep, grabby markers on stone paper.
Hmm.
Is the code still working?
Yes.
Is the code still working? Is it Cassandra?
Yeah, okay. If anybody wants a code for 15% off, you have to go to the Grabby website. It's lowercase Cassandra 15. I don't make any money off of it. I just wanted y'all to get a discount. So it's
Nice.
super simple, but yeah.
Awesome. Grabby takes another free ride on the Visual Arts Passage. Bullet train. The visual arts passage bullet train that is drawing Hive.
We say all the other supply names, like,
It's
Right.
true. It's
thing.
true.
Yeah.
It's true. Adam, what's
I'm
going on?
working with top secret stuff. I'm not supposed to say the name of it. No, I'm working with a Cretacolor Nero black lead in my little lead holder. And then I have to see what I even brought to my office. I'm operating from college now. I'll be doing this on
Yeah.
Thursday. So I have to see if I brought enough supplies with me. But I think I've got gouache and watercolor and stuff.
What's your
Yeah.
school kitchen sink kind of thing?
Yeah. So the short answer is that Nate stole my answer.
Ah,
Uh,
So we kind of blew through the images because we wanted to get to drawing pretty fast. But Cassandra, can you tell us
yes.
why you chose these images? Like what was the inspiration for the Arctic theme, etc. And
Okay.
then let's talk about the people.
Okay, yeah, I can always talk about one. I've always been obsessed about the North Pole and South Pole, Antarctic Circle, Arctic Circle. I've made my way to Antarctica. I've been within the Arctic Circle. I haven't made it to the North Pole per se yet, but goals.
Yet.
And I'm just fascinated by this golden era of exploration. And, Antarctica was just desolate. And the Arctic, I think, was a fascinating time of people meeting the Inuits and learning from them. Like, so many of these people, like Ronald Amundsen, he would have never survived without having met the Inuits and having learned their techniques, and they were very generous with teaching him. The guy I'm drawing here, Peter Frauchen, I know I'm saying his name wrong. He's
Uh-huh.
Norwegian, but like he's a famous journalist and author and anthropologist, and he like has crazy survival stories.
It's amazing that he's so like his pedigree sounds really important, and he looks like a guy where you'd be like, you're going to be lifting things a lot in your life.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right.
He's very smart and interesting,
You,
and like
yeah,
I would love to have had a dinner with him. Like
yeah.
he has this story, this famous story. He was in an avalanche, and he dug himself out with his own frozen feces. Like,
Whoa.
you know,
Oh man, I
Wow.
feel like that's a story that happens, and you're like,
That's
we're not telling anybody about this.
it's just Antarctic,
Let
Arctic
me buy you
stories.
a drink, buddy. And then
Reading their books, like
wow.
their stories are at a level where it's like, okay, I had a bad day, but did you have your dig yourself out of a hole, like a snow hole with your own frozen feces kind of day? Like, I can't.
I
Pretty bad
I
day.
promise you, if that happened to me, I would lie. I would. They would be like, Timmy, how did you get out? And I'd be like, don't worry about it.
No, I wouldn't lie. I'd be like, yeah, I did that and
Yeah.
I got out and I like
Hmm.
it's so epic.
And
So
then I
yeah,
had them bronzed. Would you like to see?
It's
yeah, it is now a sculpture in my
no. I
living
mean,
room.
it is. It's. We talked about it last week. This is. It's tough. It's tough guy, tough gal heaven.
Yes,
It's.
yeah, yeah.
It's. Yeah.
It,
Which.
it's challenging and learning about survival at a level that is
Yeah.
bananas. And especially during this era where if you see their shipping lists of what they bring with them,
Oh.
the amount of whiskey that comes and just luxurious items in comparison to the way that people pack now, it is just so funny. I
Oh,
love it
like
all.
the excess of because well, I mean, like
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
just like crates of like gotta have those dates and gotta have the whiskey. Like the endurance went down and with it went a lot of whiskey. And
Well, yeah.
only recently have they found the endurance and they brought the whiskey up. And then each bottle of whiskey was sold for like $33,000 just a few years ago.
That's pretty cool. So the thing that's kind of interesting about that era of like the era of exploration versus like cultural travel where you're going
Hmm.
somewhere for an experience is like they were not there to like they were there to learn and of like observe and like map, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so like none of it was like and we have to like I want to have all these none of them were like on their like study abroad experience where they were like I want to like they were like we need to maintain our lifestyle as much as possible in this
Oh,
foreign
yeah.
land.
Like you gotta have tea time. You gotta have
Yeah,
like
Right.
there's Yeah, the
Yeah.
idea of like I need to immerse myself. I don't know when that happened, but it was
Right.
probably not then, right? Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure it did happen to an extent, though. But like, there was a very like I know what exactly what you're talking about. The lists of like, I don't know what book it is about Shackleton, but yeah, they go through like everything that was in the galley, and you're like, that's insane.
Yeah, I have it on a
Yeah,
reusable like canvas tote, like his list of supplies for
yeah,
going to Antarctica and the food list. And it's like what you would go to a fancy restaurant for to have.
yeah. Some of those things I think did a flip flop where they became um they were like no they weren't a delicacy of the time and became a delicacy. Do you think?
Hmm.
Do you think that's the case or not?
No, no, some of it was just straight up like,
Like caviar.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, can you imagine bringing caviar on your like 7 month camping trip?
Wait, you guys don't do,
I
never mind.
mean, if
Yeah,
you
I'm
look at
sorry.
like the Amazon
Yeah.
ones, like there's a great book called River of Doubt that's all about Roosevelt's exploration of the River
Yeah.
of Doubt. I love that book. It's so well done. And
He
his son Kermit was with
yeah.
him.
Yeah, he almost died.
Yeah, multiple
Um,
times, same as
yeah.
Kermit. It's
Kermit.
wild how many times he almost died.
Poor old Kermit.
Same
Um,
with all of them.
yeah.
And Kermit the Frog is named after Kermit Roosevelt.
Which is so funny. The whole Teddy Roosevelt, Teddy Bear, Kermit. I
Yeah.
mean, they're just destined to be a stuffed doll.
The
Um,
chipmunks too.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah,
Do you,
all of these guys are fascinating. Shackleton, he is probably the most famous failure of explorations, not in that it was a terrible job, but as in he and his crew got stuck down in
yeah.
Antarctica for years and they all survived. There was no other like group that had gone down and all come back before, especially after how long they were there for. And it's all chalked up to his amazing leadership skills
Yeah.
and his ability to really keep people's morale high and work together. And you read the diaries of all the men and like all their food, all that fancy food they had packed had gone down with the ship that got locked in ice.
Yeah.
So they were like living on seal blubber and things like that. And but they still had great days. They would have like soccer tournaments and
Yeah.
play. And so they all still talk about that time, would talk about that time so fondly.
He looks terribly underdressed. And
Yeah. Yeah. It's like waxed canvas kind of
yeah, yeah, no,
thing.
yeah. It's like truly like a what windbreakers were. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it makes sense. No, I was, when you sent these photos, I was thinking like of I mean like have you guys ever I mean Cassandra, I know you've been on like some serious hikes and like you've done like mountaineering, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been on like a boys trip when like the whiskey runs out like too early?
Uh-huh.
Like it's a nightmare. Like and I'm not like a lush, but like there is like it's a disaster. And I was imagining like the mood
The grumpies. You get a
the
lot
the
of the
mood
grumpies.
yeah, the mood of like men who have been drinking whiskey since they were like 9. When they're like, "Wait, wait, you're telling me all of the whiskey was on the ship that went down?" You'd
Yeah.
be like,
Like,
You're like, now, you know you've reached that point when you're watching like the seal pee and you go, we could probably ferment that.
"Yeah.
yeah. Right.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure, Adam, you nailed it. I'm sure. I'm sure there were some guys that were cooking on something like the
Yeah.
whole time trying to like figure out.
Yes.
I don't remember. Were they all sober by the time they got back, Cassandra?
Yeah.
I bet they figured something out. I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, they
They,
well, there wasn't any like there's no food. It
Right.
is a desert that they were in.
yeah, I know,
All
but
there
I'm just
was
imagining like
fields.
I'm just imagining the ingenuity of man, Cassandra, and
Yeah.
I'm just like surely, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, they were like, it's really truly a testament to Shackleton's leadership.
Yeah. I mean, the have you heard of the third man syndrome? Like
No.
there's this story of Shackleton and I'm blanking of the other man that was with him, but like several of the men were not doing well, and they
Yeah.
realized where they were on Elephant Island was not like they weren't going to make it if they stayed there and tried to wait for boats to come through.
Yeah.
So they take one of the extra rowboats that, was the boats to get off of the Endurance, and they go 800 miles. So
Yeah.
that in just on the sea with nothing in the Antarctic winter, mind you,
Wow.
and
800.
make it to a whaler's island, but they got on the wrong side, so then they had to hike across this island, this
Wow.
mountain, like basically a volcano, to get to them. And they were so tired and so hungry, they swore that there was a third man with them that was like encouraging them along the way and,
Really?
telling them how
Wow.
to do it. And they swear by this person, and it wasn't there. He wasn't there. So it's
Interesting.
just a wild story. Like all, I don't, yeah. And like Matthew Henson, he's so
I'm
cool.
just wait. I'm just imagining that there was like an Inuit that was just like, "What the hell? They didn't even say thanks. They didn't. They just
Well, there is no
they're
Inuit
just like,
down there.
no, I know, I know, I know, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just, I'm just sorry. I couldn't help it. Yeah,
Yeah, it was just like all of them have such wild stories of survival. And Matthew Henson, he was with Robert Perry. They were the first ones to make it to the North Pole. And like it took them 18 years. Like they did seven separate voyages. Can you imagine spending years at a time doing each voyage and failing six times and then doing it a seventh and just being like, yeah, no, it's worth just going again, trying again to this place that we don't understand and keep failing.
Wow.
So the stubbornness of these men, I can only imagine.
I think surviving like 150 years ago, you had to be stubborn, like anywhere.
Yeah,
I think life demanded stubbornness. you know.
yeah, this is true.
What's like the what do you guys think of like when you think of like really grueling experiences like this? Do you enjoy it? Like when you I mean like I don't know. I've been on like 30 plus like nothing compares to this. Obviously, it'd be absurd to try to. But do you guys enjoy the experience of like testing the limits of what you can do like that? Because I think that they were all addicted to it.
Yeah, it is addicting. I think I enjoy some of it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But then there gets to a point where you start to have to think about like, is it smart to continue? And
Yeah.
these men, they weigh like their life casually and choose always to push. I don't
Yeah.
enjoy that level.
Yeah. I've read things that infer that people and they've like largely been like I think this concept has been like debunked mostly, but the idea that like life was because life was so fragile back then, there was like less of a that there was like a I'm trying to think of the right word for it. There was like a distance from it that like we're all paranoid of like we're more safe like that we are more cautious as individuals, and a lot of that's tied to like the longevity of life now. Like dying at a young age seems much more tragic than it was 150 years ago, mainly because the expectation like does, are you
No,
following me?
I know what
Does
you're
this
saying.
make
It's sort of
sense?
like, well, it's kind of like, Grimm fairy tales type things where someone now goes like this, you told this to children? And I'd
Yeah.
be like, you know how easy it was to die as a kid when back then? Like
So
But
yeah,
that
also,
wasn't
I
scary.
don't know.
Like being eaten by a witch is
yeah,
scary.
so I've read that perspective before, and then like the counter to it is like, no, if you read any journal from these eras, it's very clearly like just as serious and devastating.
Yeah.
Like they were all as haunted by the things they saw as we are.
Hmm.
There
Yeah.
hasn't been really a shift in that regard. And these guys would just be in wingsuits today if they were
That's what I was gonna
around.
say.
Right.
Squirrel
Yeah.
suits. Squirrel
Yeah,
suits kind of
yeah.
prove that
Can you
point.
imagine? Can you imagine a 6'9" man in a squirrel suit?
No.
Well, I think this honestly dovetails with the like sketchbook over tablet conversation. I think they were bored. Like to
Mm.
a
Yeah,
certain extent, it's like, well,
yeah,
what am I going to do with my life? Like,
yeah.
what am I passionate about? How do I want to entertain myself?
Oh man, it'd be so exciting. It'd be so
Right.
much fun planning it. Planning. What do you think? Do you think all of these guys enjoyed the adventure as much as they enjoyed the logistics of planning it?
Some of them definitely. Some of them, I
Yeah,
think they just found other people who enjoyed that.
man, the logistics of planning this trip would be so much fun.
Well, and it's like so much of it is like what will work. I mean, they were trying so many things to get to the poles. Like some were like, okay, let's try ponies in Antarctica. So they tried ponies and they would go across ice floes. And orcas were so smart, they would pop up and see the horses and then they would knock the ice floes so that they could knock the ponies into the water and eat them. Like
Yeah.
it's,
Wow.
and they tried dog sleds and dog sleds were successful in the Arctic, but not successful in the Antarctic. So it was so much trial.
Why
They
were they
tried.
not? Why were they not successful in the Antarctic?
It was just too desolate, too rough.
Oh,
Like there was more available to them
yeah,
in the Arctic, and in Antarctica, it was just so rocky and like when I say rocky, I mean with the ice, that it was just
yeah,
so difficult to try to get those dogs to get over those spots
yeah.
and hard to carry all the food for the men and the dogs.
Oh, food for dogs. Wow. Yeah. Yikes. It's a lot of food. It's a lot of
Yeah,
That's a lot of
so it just
kibble.
made everything too heavy and
Yeah.
it didn't work well.
Oh man, I could talk about these guys forever. It's
So
so
yeah,
fun.
I have a problem. I like know way too much. So you guys, if you want to talk
No,
about something else,
No, this is
it's
great.
really fun. Like it's I don't know. It's why it's any type of adventure like that. You're like they had no idea what they were getting into.
yeah, well, and it was fascinating the things that they learned. Like Amundsen, he tried first for the Arctic and
Yeah,
didn't get it. But he had Dr. Cook with him, and he was the one who did a lot of the hunting, and he would feed them raw meat, and that was what kept them from developing scurvy. And so that was a huge learning tool that they were able to keep off scurvy. And then when they met more Inuits, they taught them even more techniques of living in the cold tundra and if he hadn't had those experiences, there's no way he could have made it to the South Pole and in Antarctica. So all
yeah.
of those experiences kind of culminated for him to be capable of what later he became most famous for.
I
Is
don't
that
know. I don't know much about this, but I just imagine like any sort of like vanguard of exploration or innovation or anything has like I mean success is only tip of the iceberg, no pun
Hmm.
intended. But most many of these trips like you just didn't hear from these people again,
Yeah, yeah.
and you're
Like,
like, and it's an interesting concept to be like they're the ones that like either their leadership or their planning or their like the structure like so many businesses are built around the strategies of Shackleton, right? Like
hmm.
today like on leadership that like it is like a required like CEO reading.
Yeah, The Shackleton Way is an
Yeah,
amazing book. I can't recommend
yeah.
it enough.
But it is just interesting to be like, I'd love to hear like the stories of just like kind of the mutiny on the bounties, if you will.
Oh, there's plenty of
I
those.
bet. I bet there's so many where they're just
There's
like
so
people are
many
just
of
like,
those, and I've
screw
read
you.
them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cassandra, have you ever read Kabluna?
No, I have not.
Oh, my dad found this like copy of it, like might be an original printing because it's from like the 30s.
Hmm.
And it's this Frenchman who decides he wants to find the most like remote Inuits, like going up past like towards the Arctic Circle, past Newfoundland and like People who are like the permafrost is so deep you don't really know that if there's water or land under you areas.
Hmm.
Mm.
And it's written from this very like he starts off like very genteel and European in his expectations. And by the end of it, he's like every time he's coming back and every time he meets another like European person, he's like, oh God, these people so impatient. So
That's funny.
but it's kind of fascinating. Like he talks about like, staying with these people in an igloo with like the like just a frozen seal by the door that they're just carving pieces off of as the winter goes by.
Hmm.
Like it, I don't know, it seemed kind of up your alley.
Yeah. Oh, can you send me that text
Yes, yeah,
later? I
yeah.
would love
And
to
it's
find it.
and it's so, it's what's great about it is like it's wonderful and there's parts of it that age really well and there's parts of it that are like really dated, which
Oh, I can
are so
imagine.
wonderful too.
Yeah.
But
Well,
like
and
the more time he spends with them, like the less dated his reflections and things are. But he also kept like a sketchbook in it during this time,
oh, that's so
which is pretty rudimentary, but still kind of great.
yeah. Well, and it's just like I I love it when they really learn from different
Yeah.
cultures
Like
and
by the end of it, he's like "Ah, cooking fish. Who would do that?
That's pretty funny.
Cooking them? You ruin it.
Everybody, we are moving on to the second image, the second explorer. Draw what you want, draw what you will. Um, we recommend, try to hit three of them. If you're a drawing hive veteran, you can just do one like the panelists. But if you want to get better, draw more of them. Please post your work to Discord, join the server, join the community. It's fun. We're going to show all the art at the end of the episode, so please share it. John, do you have something prepared? Do you have your book report of the week prepared? You might be muted.
oh, he's muted.
Yeah, he is muted. We'll see. We'll see if he's ready. I think he is. This is a big week. I've got the theme song
I,
back.
I'm ready.
Ooh.
All right, let's
Ooh,
do it.
awesome.
Ready for your play on? It's happening.
Well, he's getting his so I came up with this theme by the way because of the weather coming.
Oh yeah.
Oh
We
yeah.
should talk about the weather. The weather.
Okay, so I kind of got pushed into this a little bit, but I thought it was a very good idea, and I've done this artist recently. So I didn't, it's not as involved or as in depth, but I thought this guy would be really good for tonight.
Mm.
Not
Yeah.
so much from what he's doing here with his Western work, which is current. Thomas Blackshear has become a very successful Western painter in the gallery world, in the Western art world. But he did a whole series of famous, most African American individuals that won a lot of, explorers, entertainers, all kinds of things. And they did a feature on him in Step by Step magazine, and he chose to use this piece of reference that we chose tonight. So I thought this would be and I recognize the reference. I didn't think about it until Scott Anderson said you should really do this tonight. So Scott, thanks for the prod and of getting me to do it. You can see a little bit of process work there on the left-hand side, a
Mm.
sketch, um, which we preach process in our educational program, and all of us are all heavily driven process artists. Um, but in the Step by Step magazine there, which was used to, I mean, it's not published anymore, but you can still find them, and if you do, they are a treasure because they so many of the contemporary illustrators did from the 80s through the 2000 or early 2000s did demonstrations that they printed in their magazine. I had uh, the privilege of doing one, like in 1993. It was kind of fun.
That's so cool.
That's really cool.
What technique did you show for
You,
it?
you're not going to believe me when I tell you, I did a digital piece.
No way.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
poster
awesome.
I did for a museum in Omaha, where they sponsor this summer series of jazz concerts, and it's called Jazz in June. And so I did a big giant June bug with a pair of sunglasses on.
Oh, I love that.
It was a fun piece. Anyway, I'm going to show some of Tom's work. Tom has been somebody that I've known since I was 16 years old. He was an intern of my father's in 1977, and then again for about 3 years off and on. But he came to work after he finished. He came to work at Hallmark Cards in Kansas City after he graduated from the American Academy of Art in Chicago. Tom his illustration career, he spent a couple of years here in Kansas City, moved to Los Angeles, and over about 3 decades, Tom did a lot of magazine work, did a lot of work for movie studios, U.S. Postal Service, painted designs for postage stamps featuring legendary musicians, classical film monsters, and you're going to recognize some of the work as it goes by. But this was a second piece he did of the same reference
Oh,
for a plate series. I don't know if many people are as aware of this or not. Um, but he did a lot of collectible works along the way, including I'll show a few three-dimensional things that he did of figurines that he became very successful and sought after doing it. Um, I'm going to show
Right.
some of the
mm,
recent things, the his view on of the American cowboy. These things are so technically well done.
yeah.
Hmm.
And I really like when he distorts
Hmm.
and they become a little bit more personal, a little bit more of him. I mean, they're all of him, but I just like the things that aren't as straightforward, I should say.
And I love his color use.
This is one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's really neat.
The mane is actual gold leaf that he works into is for the mane and tail.
Well, and he's kind of dubbed a new genre with Western Nouveau, right? That's his
Yes,
term he's coined.
beautifully executed.
Mm, wow.
Oh, that's gorgeous. And he can do all of it while singing all the words to the Monster Mash.
Yeah, that was so great. He did a talk at the school, done it for several times, and why he did his demo. He was doing painting of Frankenstein as his demo, and he sang the Monster Mash all the way through, 3 minutes long.
Yeah.
Commitment.
It's so funny. Tom has a very fun, silly side to him. I'll kind of end it with a photo at the end that I'll talk about that for a minute. I've been fortunate to maintain a friendship with him most of my life.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Currently, he lives
So good.
currently he lives in Colorado Springs. He's from Atlanta. Um, he uh, in This is really terrific. I'll wait. Well, I'm going to wait till I get to some of this work to tie it in. Love this one.
What's his technique for working? Is it all oil? Like what
Yeah,
is
he layers thin oil paint on top of layer. For this type of work, um, things that he did, like the step-by-step thing was like a gouache lift out technique.
mm,
He's so funny because he learned how to imitate all the like superstar illustrators, the ones that he was most enamored with, my father being one of them. And my father taught him a lot of techniques. This is, I think, my favorite of the contemporary paintings he's been doing.
Yeah,
The
it's that
Western.
perfect example of that Western Nouveau.
Yeah, absolutely love this painting. It's interesting. Tom's 6 or 7 years older than me, and um, he, became successful young, and I was like going to, decided to go to be an artist, and Tom was the guy my dad said, you need to be more like him. He said, you need to work hard like that guy does. He was just constantly, and I joke with Tom about that all the time.
Are you like, thanks, Tom?
Yeah, yeah, I know. Tom was the heavy in my life. This is very
Yeah.
influenced by my father, but I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite pieces of his. Now, this is something he did as an illustrator early on, learning new techniques, learning how to paint. But look at some of this. I'm going to show some of what he became famous for as an illustrator, some of this fantasy work that he did. Oh, it's just unbelievably good.
Are you going to show the piece where you were the model for him?
Right.
No, I'm not showing. I
No,
modeled for him a couple of times. No, I won't go there.
not the beer.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Budweiser,
the,
right?
the beer. It's John with his shirt off. Beer had nothing to do with it.
John, if you could just, yeah, if we could just sell the program with that.
Yeah, I'll just tell you guys about it. Okay,
It's a great story.
Yeah.
it is a funny story, but I won't get into that.
Wow.
And so some of the things, Tom is a very
Hmm.
religious man, and has done a lot of paintings that relate to his faith. Um, and in 2006, he had a solo exhibition at the Vatican, and something he was really, really proud of.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
like he gets to show next to Michelangelo and Raphael.
This is some of the three-dimensional things that he did, and he did tons of them, and became very successful in this arena, in the collectibles arena.
Huh.
But look
So
at
would he
that.
do the actual sculpture and then they would
Some of
mod?
early on he did, and then he worked with a sculptor. He would do the design work and then work with a sculptor after that. But he kind of bounced back and forth with it.
Because it seems like it would be very labor intensive.
Yeah. Well, that's why he ended up working with a sculptor.
Need to have Tom on Drawing Hive sometime soon.
Oh, it's so
We got to
great.
do it.
I can make
I
that
know it
happen.
requires you to go to Colorado, but
Yeah, it's going to require me to go there and
we have to
like
have, Tom
do.
is one of the few people where we're like, well, we got to have boots on the ground.
I feel like Tom and Gary are who you do it
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
Yeah,
We should do it though.
that's a magnificent painting.
Because
Mhm.
Huh.
I've never really thought about it, but I have questions that probably only he can answer, you know? Um,
Hmm.
Particularly about like the blending a lot of the art he's doing and then it blending into the fantasy world. And I just am immediately like, it's just like it runs parallel in an interesting way, or at least I think it does, to like Afrofuturism kind of, and like I don't know. We got to get him on because I want to ask him these questions. So
Yeah, that'd be
That
awesome.
I'm in kind of hanging on this slide because
yeah,
this was obviously done for the U.S. Postal Service, and he did many others, but this was so Tom. He
Yeah.
was so into like
Hmm.
horror films of that genre. He could quote the movies as he was, painting these things. He just absolutely loved them.
And they're so good.
Wow.
He may or may not have sung the entire first verse of the
yeah.
Monster Mash
Oh no,
while
he did the
painting.
whole song, Ray.
Yeah.
The whole song.
Ray was there. You were there for that one, weren't you, Ray?
This is
Yep,
cool.
yep.
Oh my
He definitely
gosh.
did the whole song. I wanted
Yeah.
to not like, blow up his legend even more than it already is, and I just said it
John,
was the first
yeah.
verse.
we're like blowing by. The one thing is he was a guest speaker at Visual Arts Passage one semester, and what John he showed a painting, and he asked the students. It was like a riddle almost.
Yeah, it was
What was it?
What was the meaning of
the
the cloud?
Maynard-Dixon piece.
It was a yeah, right.
This one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
What was the meaning of the cloud or something like that?
Well, it was no, he asked
Don't
what.
spoil it because we'll ask the
No,
crowd.
okay. There's
Do
a
you
hook
remember
to
the
there's a
question?
hook to this piece, and and he asked he kind of gave the riddle to
Do
the
you remember
people
the
on.
question?
Yeah,
Ye-
can you tell me? I think it was well, Ray. Maybe you could do better than me, but I think it. Well, I know the answer to it. I don't know the exactly how he worded it, but what makes this piece unusual? What is not absolutely correct with it that um, uh, he made a riddle out of it, right? Do you remember it?
I, I
Yeah,
didn't
it was
I didn't
go ahead.
understand the answer.
Man, but you see, we
I,
forgot to mention that he was giving away the painting that he was
No, that's what
working
I was gonna
on.
say. Is the kid that
yeah,
answered got a free painting?
He got
yes,
a
Oh,
the
free
demo,
Thomas Black
and
shirt.
I had offered. I told Tom that I was going to buy it from him, and um, he said, "Okay, well, I'll give him this riddle. They'll never get it." And the guy got it like right away.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I tried so
What
hard.
is
I
it? What is
tried
it?
Yeah, and
so
then we were
hard.
like, "Good luck shipping that to Brazil, Tom." Yeah, no,
Was it? I think it's like Dreaming of Dixon was the
Yeah, I didn't
I don't
get it.
remember.
And
I
I
didn't
thought
it's
mean to
in, it
derail.
was the name of the painting. I
John,
know that the answer of the riddle was,
what
or
was the
what's
answer? Yeah.
well, the shadow stops when you get to the painting. There's no shadow. He's not creating a shadow on the painting. It's supposed to be a dream.
Oh, it's supposed to be a dream.
Yeah.
Hmm.
oh,
Oh man,
I didn't get
So
that.
I didn't get that.
Dixon Dream.
I didn't get it.
Dixon
Yeah.
Dream.
I'm with Dale on this, and that kid that got that painting owes Visual Arts Passage money.
Yeah. Believe me, I wish I would have gotten it because I don't
We're
have. I would have had a
Me
painting.
Well,
too.
so the next
yeah.
one, the Frankenstein, I have one of the Frankenstein. He did two. I have one
Yeah.
of the Frankensteins, and the other one, he it's at a studio. I have to go, and he said you can have it, but you got to come get it.
Wow. Well, there we go.
So I
Drawing
have to
Hive.
go to Colorado Springs to get it.
I
There you
think we got a
go.
good reason for Drawing Hive 2.
Yeah,
You know what? That's a good Drawing Hive 300.
there
Mm.
you go. I'll work on it.
John, you need to get it before he accidentally gives it away, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you know what we
Yeah.
should do?
And
This
Trust
is
me, I
what we
know
should
Tom. He
do.
doesn't have any idea where it is. I'm going to have
Yeah.
to find it in a studio. Now, this thing was incredible,
Oh,
and I was around him when he did this, and he sculpted um, King Kong. And it did a three-dimensional out of foam core, made the building and put the light on it. And he did, I mean, he made all that reference. Now, Ray, you would do that in today, using 3D, tools, digital tools, but he did it physically. I thought it
yeah,
was
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not that good.
Nerd.
Yeah, I'm not that good. I'm not good enough to work with foam core like that and sculpty.
he did this painting a long time ago before he was started doing the Western stuff, and I just thought it was probably 10 or 15 years before he really dug into the Western stuff. And I always loved this
It
painting.
was with
hmm
a print house, right? Like a limited edition print
Yeah.
house. I forgot what it was called.
First time I saw this was a show that he had in Kansas City at a gallery with he and Dean Mitchell. And
Yeah,
man,
another great artist.
Dean
Yep.
Mitchell's an amazing artist. He's like, if you don't know his work, look it up. And he's like current day Andrew Wyeth. Not that his work is like mimicking him, but he gets the same kind of sensitivity out of his work. And this is one of my all-time favorites of Tom.
Yes, I
Oh,
love that
wow.
piece so much.
That is amazing.
Again, the distortion,
Hmm.
the simple distortion to it. I just think it's so beautifully done.
So, do you want to know a funny thing about this piece?
Yeah.
Is
Sure.
that was actually photographed before it was finished.
Really?
Really?
Because I've seen in the original, not live, but I've seen him pose in front of it, and like the barn and
Yeah.
the right arm were finished in the painting where he was posed
Yeah,
next to it.
I can
Huh.
see. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, funny.
Still works.
Yeah.
Still works great. Yeah.
To me,
So here's Tom was, when I was in his studio, the last time I was in his studio, I went through and photographed, like opened up all his drawers and photographed. And one painting, he had over 100 drawings
Mm.
just to
wow.
put this one painting together, just stacks and stacks and stacks. Um, and then he goes from his drawing, his black and white, after, he had like pieces of tracing paper taped together, to map this thing down. And then he does this. He does these
Wow.
studies, and you can't see it here, but there's a piece of
Acetate.
acetate over the top of this. And he'll paint layers of color and different colors and put acetate just to see what it's looking. He solely does them just for himself. But he
Yeah,
gets it right before he starts the finished piece.
these are mostly gouache, right?
Yeah.
Is that what he said that he did? Yeah. This is called The Mighty Wind. The previous piece was a sketch for Cowboy Classic, I think it's called.
God, Ray.
Fucking right.
I mean,
That is amazing.
I think.
I think.
Okay. So
Possibly.
I put this one in there because this is so Tom. And I said, Tom, I said, were you posing as the cowboy? And he goes, no, sometimes I just like wearing cowboy hats when I'm painting them.
I love that. I love
Oh,
that so
Yeah.
Well,
much.
That's such a
this was
kid.
also like a hat company that had commissioned a couple of fine artists from what's it, Maxwell Alexander Gallery
Yeah.
to do paintings of like cowboys and this hat. And like the other paintings were fine, but then there was this piece,
Yeah.
and with Thomas, posing in this thing, and I'm like,
So
oh my
great.
God.
yeah.
But he's so, and so he has this huge studio. It's like in a warehouse. And he's got like three different workstations. And then he's got an area where he shoots, where he like will pose models, and he's got a saddle, and he's got my favorite thing he had a whole like um, a railed fence set up.
I love that.
And so
Wow.
he could like, hang things on it, lean against it. But he had this like, just like two sections of this, split rail, Western fence. I got such a kick out of that. He goes, yeah, you'd be amazed how often I use that thing.
It's funny.
It was amazing because it was like you saw the reference of people like leaning on, and
Yeah.
him and somebody leaning on a fence or something like that, and like horses in the background. It was just this setup that he had. It was
Yeah.
like hilarious, and he had the saddle, and oh
Well, there's the
man,
man right there.
and the one behind the piece behind him. Didn't he do for your father, like in his class for Hallmark
Yeah,
cards?
the piece on the right. It
Yeah,
was an assignment that my father gave him for when he
Wow.
was working for Hallmark. And um, I challenge anybody to find a nicer human being. He's just one
Mm.
of the greats. He's an awesome guy. So anyway, if you don't know it, there's Thomas.
Just amazing.
Yeah.
How
I'm
long,
sorry I came in
That
late.
was a good book report, John.
yeah, it was.
It's one of your best book reports
A plus,
to date.
John.
A plus.
Man,
Dale, just so you know, it's pass fail with John.
Dale, I'm usually
I
hovering
know.
around a 65,
I'm trying to
just
improve.
right.
John really tries to fly that ball right over the line.
Timmy, we're just trying to encourage him. That's all.
Yeah, like a bullet. No, no, that was great. I love Thomas too. He's awesome, and I encourage everybody to check out more of his work.
John, I have a question.
Sure.
The piece that you said took 100 drawings, was that for fine arts or was that an illustration job?
Oh,
Like,
there was a piece for a gallery.
Mm.
okay, that because I was like, what's his deadline? Like, how long does that take?
Well, he was uh incredibly hard worker, but Tom was like, man, I always like would beg for more time. I'm always looking for time. And he said it's not the best quality for an illustrator, he said sometimes, especially when he was doing a lot of like entertainment stuff. Um, because he did a lot of movie work.
Everybody, I just want to let you know we are moving on to the long post. We have been on schedule tonight. This is one of the first ones we've been on schedule in a long time. So that's entirely on me.
Do you need to
But
knock on wood? Like, I feel
yeah,
like you're jinxing yourself.
no, I'm not. I'm just appreciating. I'm giving myself a pat on the back.
It's like
And this is an
like
attaboy
Snoop
Timmy
Dogg.
situation. No, this is an
You do-
attaboy Timmy
Right.
situation.
Yeah, you ever
Everybody,
seen the thing with Snoop Dogg, Timmy?
no, I've seen a lot of Snoop Dogg stuff, but I don't know about this.
He's
So,
like, I would like to first thank me.
oh yeah, yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's like my if I got nominated to be Pope, my first thing is to all my haters. No, everybody, we are moving on to the third and final image. So you got a long one. You got a 45-minute stretch, easy. Maybe a little bit, maybe a little wiggle room in there too. So please post your work to Discord, especially if you're not fast to
Okay,
post
so the
stuff.
impetus of the subject matter tonight was because of the weather, the monster
Yeah.
snowstorm that's
Yep.
moving winter weathers.
I
That's
heard
moving.
55% of the country will see snow or ice this weekend.
And so it's like everybody that's on the panel that's here is going to be affected by it in some way. And so I'm going to ask everybody, it may be too early for the East Coast people to answer this question, but what's the prediction?
Oh, that's a great
No,
question.
that's always the
Wait,
best part of the
wait, what's
prediction.
the prediction? What do
What
you
I
Yeah.
mean?
actually
What's depending on where you are. And again, I know East Coast, it's, a couple days or day and
Out,
a
Okay,
half.
yeah.
yeah, but
I've got a prediction. I got a prediction that the 25-year-old Nate has done nothing to prepare for this storm.
Nope.
What bar am I
Got some
going to?
groceries.
Yeah, hell yeah, Nate. I knew it. That is the ultimate signal of a young man.
I I have traveled through 3 states and bought all the toilet paper.
Yeah.
There's none
Nate,
left.
Nate, what are you focused on this weekend as a as a newly minted New Yorker?
Oh, that's a
Are you
good
just gonna
question.
draw?
Yeah, I'll be spending a lot of time drawing. Got a visual arts passage class to teach, so that'll be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
about it. Hopefully, I don't know when the weather's hitting us, so there's another lack of preparation on my part. But
No, I mean, I'll start, John, by saying my predictions are that it's a big nothing sandwich, and it's only it's only because I want it to be. Because somebody today was like, "So, have you guys planned? Do you guys have a contingency plan for the bad weather, Visual Arts Passage?" And I was like, "What bad weather?"
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Like,
No, we have a contingency plan.
yeah, Zoom. Let's
Yeah.
let's
Well,
Zoom instead.
well,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be an ice storm, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
out here they're calling for
It's
that. So, okay, John,
yeah,
can you tell me
it's
what are they calling for in Kansas City? We've got Timmy in denial land. So,
Yeah, it's not going to be an ice storm in Kansas City.
yeah.
Um, so the high tomorrow is 22 at 12:01,
hmm
All
and
right.
then during the day, uh, like 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, it's supposed to be 9.
Yeah.
And so it's like Arctic air coming down, and then we're supposed to possibly uh, have between 7 and 12 inches of snow.
I love
Cassandra,
a visual arts passage weather report.
hmm
Cassandra, you got Dale. You'll appreciate Dale. You're gonna love this one. I
Yeah.
was at the grocery store today,
Yeah.
fully unaware that a storm is coming.
Oh my
Fully unaware.
gosh.
Oh,
I go to get an immunity shot because I was with a sick kid, right, my nephew, and I thought I'll get an immunity shot, and I'm there, and it's mayhem. It felt like COVID, like early COVID, where you're like, whoa, what happened to everything, right? And somebody, I'm in line behind like 30 people that all have grocery carts full, and the person goes, "Are you preparing for the storm?" And I said, "I heard it's canceled."
That's
No. Oh my gosh. You're such a pot stirrer.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, yeah, just like spreading like wild misinformation.
that's excellent. That's excellent.
I heard it's canceled. Yeah, so No, you're right, Dale. We are online, but just preparing for the worst. In case they
I
decide to cancel online things. Because
I
My
Well,
heard
only
I'm
you.
worried about losing power.
yeah, that's what everyone's worried about, and
So,
it's a
like,
legitimate concern.
John, we're having similar temperatures potentially. Like Saturday morning, I
Yeah,
was supposed to meet up with some people to do like a run, and we've canceled it because the wind chill's -5.
yeah.
well, that's
And
nice
it,
running weather.
yeah, yeah, well, you're Boston, man. We're Richmond, Virginia. Like, um, so we're like, okay, we're gonna hold off, and then snow is supposed to come in, and it's still gonna stay cold. It's going to be like 9 on Sunday morning, and that's when it's gonna switch over to ice. So it's gonna be ice on top of that and still be like 9 degrees.
Man, man. Well, my
Well,
only prediction, with apologies to John and Ray, my only prediction is a Patriots win on.
Ah, ha, ha.
I knew you couldn't help yourself. I knew it.
Hey,
I
man,
knew
you
it.
you know how hard it was for me this weekend to not text you a
Dale,
crying emoji.
Dale, wait.
Oh
I
my
just
God.
wait. We've already talked about this. We've never drawn. I just want to make this clear to our audience. We've never drawn the Super Bowl for Drawing Hive, and we never will.
Wait, no, we
What?
did.
We
No,
did. We
We
did.
no,
did.
We
you guys
Yeah.
aren't picking up on this. John, we've never drawn the Super Bowl, and we never will again. And
Oh,
we never
Oh.
will.
oh, okay.
Oh, I think we
They're gonna
should do
club you
like,
guys over the head.
wait, John or Timmy, we should do like the Puppy Bowl instead or
I would do the. I do
something.
the
Oh.
Puppy Bowl.
I love the
No,
groans.
if anybody on the panel, this is the rule. If anybody on the panel has somebody in the Super Bowl, we'll draw it. But if not, we're not doing it.
no,
So it's gonna
no.
be,
Dale,
so we're drawing the Super Bowl, is what you're
yeah. So
saying.
Dale,
Yeah.
Uh,
if but the requirement, Dale, is that you have to be there for it.
Can I be late?
We're not drawing the
can I be
Patriots.
late?
We're not drawing the Patriots, and you show up late.
Dale, I did text
Yeah,
Ray, and my comment was, and I said, okay, the Chiefs have lost, so I'm gonna pull for the Bills.
yeah.
So I was a Bills fan for 1 week,
Oh, it's your
and
fault.
I I sent Ray
Yep.
a text and said, man, being a Bills fan is hard.
Ah,
That's funny.
Well, we've done weather and we've done football, so it's just the six of us now.
Right.
Um,
You know, on
Oh, it's
on the
okay,
weather,
Timmy.
so
It's okay. It's okay.
thanks, Dale.
Yeah.
I heard something on the about the weather that I've never heard before,
Okay.
which was, normally you'll get some sort of prediction, even if they say that it could change in days out. And NPR's report was, we have no idea how much snow there's going to be.
yeah.
And I'd never heard that one before.
Literally, they're like, could be 3 inches, could be 20. We'll
Right.
see.
The only
Well,
report I trust is
Right.
we don't know. um, that's fun. So on a snow day, what's a dream snow day for y'all? Drawing or out in it?
oh man. I used to love, we've got a yard with a little hill in it.
Yeah.
And I mean I don't do it anymore, but I used to love like just digging out like a toboggan run for the kids.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was the best. It was the best.
I'm not
That's a
sure I
legit
believe
hill.
you that you don't do it anymore.
We
You just don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
we had a year up on an Adirondack lake where the lake was frozen over. It was 20 degrees below zero, and um we were taking kayaks out down the hill
No,
because
that's
the
cool.
hill was down through the woods. But
Yeah,
the
that's a great
kayaks would
idea.
just they would just careen off the trees and steer themselves through,
That's
Yeah.
such a good idea.
and
Oh,
then just
Great
slide
last
out on the
words.
lake till they stopped.
Well, I could top all of you guys. When I lived in Portland, Oregon, they had the Max, which is just like it's like it's not the subway, it's like a train.
yeah.
So it goes through the whole city. And when they would have snowstorms, no one in the city had any clue what to do with snow. I mean, like it would be a dusting and the whole city would shut down. But I was there, they got like a foot of snow and we saw that Max. And I remember I was with some buddies and I was like, guys, we have an amazing opportunity here. You tied a rope to the back of that thing and you'd get on a sled, and it was the most fun ever.
That is such a college
Yeah,
student thing to do.
It
yeah,
would just drag you through the city. It was thrilling.
that's good stuff.
Yeah.
For the record, Timmy, it's impossible to one up somebody when your one upper starts with when I lived in Portland. Okay,
Yeah.
no
You're
offense.
one upper.
Yeah.
Timmy one upper wins again.
I remember.
I lived in Portland before it was, it had any baggage. And before that, that lady said, running on ice is actually really nice, and then she fell. Remember that video?
Oh,
Remember this
perfect
video?
texture. No,
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah, she's like, it's really
perfect
actually
texture.
very nice on your feet and everything. And then she just like,
The perfect texture.
just,
Yeah.
it was the perfect texture. And just like got concussed on television. And you're just like, whoa. Yeah, no. Yeah. Nate, you hunkering down in New York, you don't even know what's happening. You're
Nate,
just
Nate
a
still
25
goes
year old
sledding, man.
No, but what have you been working on, by the way? We haven't peeled back the layers that is Nate Sweitzer
Oh,
on the show.
yeah. Tell them
Yeah.
about that graphic novel you posted about
Yeah.
because it looks
Yeah,
amazing.
look
Oh,
cool.
thank you, Cassandra. Yeah, I just finished up a graphic novel with Abrams. It's 128 pages, and it's going to be for the series called History's Greatest Games. So it's kind of tying sports and history together. It's like a history of sports, but it kind of uses a lot of world history. And this first one is about the 2022 World Cup and kind of taking you through a history of soccer leading up to that point, especially as like a tool for like diplomacy in the past. And there's a little bit on the winter or the Christmas truce in World War One. So
That's awesome. So
Did you write that, Nate?
no, I did not write it. I illustrated it only.
That's awesome, man. How many
I'm looking
pages
at
is it?
128.
Isn't that bananas?
A lot.
check
How
out
many
that cover.
images?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Wow.
How many images?
Yeah.
Probably, I would say an average of 5 or 6 per page. So,
Oh,
got any math students
Oh.
out there? Go crazy.
That's some work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many days did you need to take to wrap your head around just the project?
Oh, that's a good question. I definitely like was very slow at the beginning, just trying to figure out how I could even take like approach it. Like it was just going to be so
Right.
big. It was going to take up so much time. I had to like whatever process I was going to use because I was going to be doing it for 6 months.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of
How do you even begin to bill out a 6 month project? I mean, like,
Oh, it's publishing. They told you.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they told me what they had, and I was
they
I
did
worked.
it. They took care of that.
no, but I mean, how did you decide to say yes or no?
Yeah, I decided I would say yes just because I hadn't done it before. So I was like,
Okay.
all right, I'll at the very least I'll learn how to do a graphic novel. And they're paying me to do it instead of me paying someone else to
Right,
teach me
right.
how to do it.
Oh.
So,
That's awesome. Yeah, a
awesome,
little
Nate.
trial by fire
yep,
situation.
Very
had to
cool.
figure it
Uh,
out. Thank you.
everybody, I highly recommend checking it out. I dropped a link to the Abrams page, and I just want to let you know, Nate, you might not know this, but this is pretty great on the homepage. Or on the landing page, it says, by Chris is it Barish?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. It says illustrator Nate Sweitzer. Your name is in bold. I don't know. It's great.
Ooh. That was
By
in my
Chris
writer,
Barish.
so that's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
oh,
You're
you can pre-order it now too, right, Nate?
yeah. So
Yes.
Get out
it's
there, guys.
very good. $24.99. That's a hell of a price to pre-order. I'm doing one right now. Here, wait.
It's cheaper paperback
You
too.
almost made it sound like it was too expensive. Boy, that's a hell of a price.
Wow.
I mean, good luck, Nate.
I didn't know. That was not at all
This
what
is
my
gonna earn out in
intention.
no time. Thanks, Timmy.
Okay, Dale's gonna get it and make a PDF of it and send it to everybody.
Okay, thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, Nate, welcome to working with Dale.
Yeah, if anybody wants it, I'll just email it to you.
Dale's still using Kazaa, and Napster. No, I am really excited about that book. That's great.
Yeah, that was
Did
amazing.
you have to educate yourself at all in the world of football, or was that already pretty established for you?
Yeah, it was. I don't know almost nothing about soccer, so I'm a big like American football fan, but
Hmm.
as far as soccer, I had a lot to learn in that
Did
regard.
you
So I
did you have
watched a
to
bunch.
fake that at all in the meetings leading up to it, or did you
No,
just
no, they just wanted someone who could draw.
yeah?
Um, so I was like, I can do that. But it's going to be a series, so I can bring a little bit more knowledge to some of the future books in the
Yeah.
series, I think.
Yeah.
So now that you've
Still
done it once, you're willing to take on another one, you feel confident or more comfortable in that?
Yeah, I think I figured out how to be a little bit more efficient with it. So it's a little bit more manageable than I was thinking leading up to it. I was like, oh God, because I signed on to do three of them right off the bat.
Oh,
Oh,
So I was like,
wow.
whoa, okay, I'm staring
That's
down the barrel
intimidating.
of three
Yeah.
years of my life. I'm
how
gonna,
old were you when you were when you signed this
well,
3 book deal?
I don't know, whatever is a year younger than I am now.
Like
Um,
24, 23,
Yeah.
24.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably 24.
Um,
Yeah, it's not unlike art school where you're like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just financially tied to this for a while. Okay, that's
well, you should probably be thinking like, well, what are my peers' options right now? Oh, nothing? Okay,
Right,
I'll take
yeah.
this.
Well,
right.
that's the thing. It's like
Yeah.
the work is there. It's not like I was turning down,
Yeah.
50 graphic novel options before I got here. This was it's like, all right, here's an opportunity. They'll give me an advance to learn how to do some graphic novels. So
Now,
it's
will you
Awesome.
be taking on other illustration jobs
oh
while
yeah.
doing this too?
Yeah. Oh, t tons of yeah. I love this because it's such a long project that it kind of just fills in any gaps I have with my like other freelance work. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
able to still like I would not be able to do it if I was shutting down all other freelance for sure.
Nice. That's good
You-
time management there.
I
So
can't
you
think
said
of
you
a.
you
Sorry, go ahead, Dale.
you said you were able to find ways to work economically. Like, can you give an example of something you've discovered?
Yeah. I think for me, a lot of it was like I had to figure out pretty early on what I wanted to do stylistically. So I spent a bunch of time on the front end, like trying to figure that out. And I
Hmm.
realized that once I had that solved for the most part, like the rest of it was going to go a lot faster. Like I kind of realized just how much time I'll spend trying to figure out, you know, what colors I want to use, like what texture I want to use on like an actual illustration piece. So it just kind of like I did that once, and then the rest of it is kind of like plug and play. Like I'll
Yeah.
draw it, I'll put do the line work on top of it, and then drop the colors on, and I have like a working formula. So I kept the palette like really like limited. It's like 4 or 5 color swatches that I'm using throughout the whole book. So it gave me like a more
I
limited problem to solve, I think.
I was just
That's
gonna
great.
ask if you have to like, was there like a style guide you worked off of at all,
No,
or
not
like
really.
is there any? I guess because when you talk about a project that's going on that long, I can see your idea. Like it's, I would imagine mapping out your style from start to finish. Because I guess what I'm imagining the problem would be for
Hmm.
many artists is a deviation in style over
Yeah.
the course of 6 months.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I had to go back and like kind of redo some of the early ones.
Really.
Not completely, but just shore up certain
Adjust.
things where I changed, what my logic was over the course of, 128
That's
pages.
Yeah.
interesting. So did you start like looking more like the work, you've kind of become known for, or because this is
Well,
much more graphic.
yeah, it's way more graphic. I think I picked spots in a little bit, like in a couple of different pages to render things out just a little bit more. But I tried to keep the problem pretty like simple to solve. Um, I don't know. I had it mostly figured out early on what I wanted to do. Um, but it just like evolved a little bit as I realized like I could work a lot flatter than I was
No.
scared that I like wouldn't be able to work. Like I'm so
Yeah,
used
that's
to
that's a big deal. Yeah.
yeah. I mean like you see what I'm doing now, right? Like right on this piece, it's like this is a guy who hasn't been allowed to render for like, what if I just went in and just really softly blocked in some so
I
um
didn't mean to spotlight you. I
oh
thought
no
you were gonna give. Yeah.
no but
I was like,
I was kind of surprised. It was like certain aspects of my work that I realized I thought were decisions, like were kind of like crutches almost. Like it's like, oh, this is the safe way that I like to work. I
Right,
know
right, right.
if I just render this, correctly, it won't be wrong, and I won't have to do revisions or whatever.
Yeah,
And
and you've
yeah,
been rewarded for that kind of thing, so it's of course it works, right?
right, right.
But
Uh,
not for a graphic novel,
yeah,
right?
no, you're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
go
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Uh,
Now,
so.
now that you've
Good for you,
established
man.
this style for this one book, is it expected that you maintain that for the other two?
I think it's loosely expected. I'll I'll try to keep it pretty similar, maybe, but it's definitely there are going to be differences from book to book. I want each one to kind of feel like its own artifact, I think.
Well, that's good because helps keep creative energy fresh too, I imagine.
Oh, definitely.
how much of the weight of storytelling it falls in your lap when you're working with an author?
That's a good question. Well, so you have the text, right? So that part in this case was solved for already. So I just had to make sure I was complementing the text like the same way I would doing like an editorial series or doing like a folio society type book where you're doing intermittent interior illustrations. So that was the same type of muscle, you know.
Mm.
And I would a lot of times start from the same thing. It's like, what's one image I really want to show? But then what you get to do is kind of build each of those out and figure out like what not just the image that's going to sing, but like the sequence of images that's going to drive the point home.
Yeah.
Um, and this was an interesting one too because so much of the book is covering like a real event that happened and it's heavily documented, but um, I have to find like ways to make it unique. So I'm not just like showing you drawings of the telecast essentially.
Mm.
Yeah,
So it's interesting. You
but it
have to
also
do
has to
that.
be true. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you can't have Messi in the wrong shorts or
Yeah.
with the wrong shoes or something. So
Oh,
Yeah.
God
um,
help you if you do, right?
yeah, right. You
Yeah.
got a lawsuit on your hands. Um,
Well, I mean, fans, people who
oh,
know would just descend on you like
oh, sure.
that's not the right thing. Yeah.
Oh, you're probably right.
Pretty
Particularly
Dale.
Boston
Dale.
fans. Yeah, I
Probably
agree.
Dale.
Yeah, yeah. Boston fans would be pretty upset about Messi.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully they don't start going on a crazy run. Otherwise, the third book's going to be about Drake May. I can't have that.
I don't think you have to worry.
Yeah.
It's a good year.
Well, Nate, it's exciting that you're like wrapping this project. You've got two more, and then I just want to tell people, Nate, we're excited that you're teaching ideation and visual storytelling like between these books at Visual Arts Passage. Very exciting time. Um, that class starts on Saturday.
Yeah.
Pretty thrilling.
Fantastic.
Um, there's still time to sign up, by the way. So for those of you who don't know, this Drawing Hive thing, it's not just a draw and hang. Well, it kind of is, but it's sponsored by Visual Arts Passage, which is a really hands-on mentorship that we provide for fine artists and illustrators. Nate is one of the young guns. We say, I'm referring to you as a young gun, but like man, you're seasoned. You're well seasoned beyond your years. So, and it's thrilling to have you teach with us because it's like people get to tap into like what's happening right now in the industry for somebody who's just relatively
Yeah.
fresh for within a few within the decade, right? And that's exciting because like you've followed like a completely different set of parameters than each generation is set up with like a new challenge to get into the industry. And that's I think the beauty of like you teaching with us is one, they're getting access to a great storyteller who is faced, I think, the contemporary hurdles that
Mhm.
are put in front of illustrators and painters, and so I'd love for you to just like to hear a little bit about like some of the storytelling and whatnot that happens in your class. or like
Yeah.
focus on the focus on the art of storytelling, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, so just to start, kind of speaking to what you're saying about how recently I've gone through this. So I took the class I'm teaching in 2020. Um, so that's what my perspective is on this stuff, is like a 5-year plan essentially to go from, where you're at right now to where you want to be as a visual storyteller. And we're going to do that in my course by working with ideation, working about how we're going to turn existing text into like visual ideas. And a lot of that process of almost like translation is what we start digging into early on. And then also, like, once that kernel of an idea is there, everything else we can do to manipulate our composition, our values, our colors and shapes in order to make every piece of your image complement that existing concept, so you can get it to sing on multiple fronts. And that's something that I really started developing, like, as a student, both visual arts passage and at College for Creative Studies, where I studied. And just like, it's really exciting once you can start putting it together, because you start to see, you learn from other artists, you see how other artists work, and in this course you can really start to identify where those concepts are being applied in your own work and what your unique voice is going to be, as a storyteller, visually, and as a problem solver. So it's really exciting stuff.
Yes, I just want to remind everybody, classes start on Saturday. Enrollment is still open. For those of you wondering, these are small classes. Like, some of these classes are between 5 and 15 students. So it is intimate. You're going to meet your classmates. You're going to know your instructor well. You're going to be voicing your ideas. You're going to be talking about what you want to accomplish. And every step of the way, you're going to be given and working on mapping out your path to that goal. So whether it's you want to work with a gallery, whether you want to work on a graph, whether you want to compete with Nate for his next graphic novel,
Yeah.
or
By all means.
yeah,
Hey, Nate was competing with someone,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's our dream, is that our teachers train their next competition. So, and I think that's kind of the heart and soul of it, is that we've got teachers who are not afraid of competition, and they actually want more of it. So they're putting it out there. So, go check it out. It's visualartspassage.com. And now we're going to check in on this world that Raymond Bonilla has been building.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
What is going on,
The
Ray? You're out
world.
of control. I know we're looking at this image, but I saw a mountain earlier.
And you really
Yeah,
took
no,
that loss hard, Ray.
I know.
Ray, what are you, yeah, man. Is
It's
everything
just a
okay?
football, dude. It's just a
I
football.
got a scan of Everest. 'Cause I think, and I think because Matthew Barney, didn't he
No,
scale Everest?
that's Edmund Hillary.
Edmund Hillary. Yeah.
Matthew Henson, he was him and Robert Perry for the Inuit assistance made it to the North Pole for the first time.
North Pole.
God,
Okay, I don't have a scans of the North Pole, but
Google it. Yeah, new Google search.
that's
Right.
so
new Google search.
Ray, that is so embarrassing.
Hey, you know what? Now's the time, though.
Yeah.
I'll bet they always wanted
Right?
to climb Everest.
Well, I saw this. Okay, so Thomas Blackshear did a stamp. I keep saying Matthew Barney. That's the artist.
Henson.
Matthew
Matthew
Henson.
Henson.
But there's a really well-known. Let's see. Where's the illustration? I have it here somewhere, but oh well, I'll find it later.
Were you there for the
Um,
beginning of the Blackshear talk?
No, no, I missed
Because
it. I'm
I
sorry.
showed the step-by-step where he did the portrait.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
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 And the commemorative plate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did 2
Mhm.
pieces of them.
Oh, I didn't see. I don't think I've seen the commemorative plate that he did.
That was his
Wow.
whole business for a while, wasn't it?
But of Matthew Henson though.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Thomas.
Oh no, I
He
mean
did he
Matthew
did a
Henson
plate, commemorative plate of Henson.
of
Oh,
Henson.
I
Okay,
see.
I don't know if I ever saw that. Yeah, no, I saw that. I remember his
It's
of course
round, right?
Wizard
It's
of the
round.
Oz,
You
and it's
remember.
round, right? Yeah, I've only seen the Wizard of the Oz, Wizard of Oz, Star Wars, Star Trek, commemorative place, but nothing. Matthew Henson. Anyway, the stamp had like a mountain on it, but I realized it's just probably a pile of snow. Now I'm thinking about it.
It's just, yeah.
So I was like, oh, let me do an ode to him, using the similar
Using the
colors he
long.
used in the gouache
I
wash that
point
he
out
did.
after all these years that Thomas Blackshear used the wrong landmark.
Right
Yeah,
on,
I
right
You
on.
know,
know.
I was actually going to ask about the image of Shackleton. Is that just like a drawn on
I think
in
it's
the
like
back?
a just a photo, like he dressed in his Antarctic clothes, and it's just like a photograph, or it's like a painted backdrop.
That's what I was wondering if it
Oh,
was supposed to be a painted backdrop of the what do you call it? The
I don't think that was straight from the Endurance. I think it was from his trip with Scott before that.
oh, I thought it was supposed to be the Northern Lights.
Got to do your research.
No, just asking.
All right. I'm laughing. I've told this story before, but it's one of my so perfect of my father. And he always laughed. He said the only time I made the cover of the New York Times art section was I put the wrong flag on the Mayflower for a stamp I did for the U.S. Postal Service.
That's really funny.
And
Oh
a
my God.
12-year-old philatelist made the discovery and called my dad out on it.
Don't mess with the philatelists. They're serious people.
Oh
Yep.
my gosh, what a great word for it.
Wow.
Yeah. I still laugh about that.
and 12-year-olds know way more than anyone thinks they do.
That guy
Oh
did.
yeah,
A,
because they
a
get
12
obsessed.
like a
So true.
12-year-old who cares about something has time to look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. When
Get
they
out of
do know
their way.
something, don't mess with them.
Yeah,
I had
don't
a
challenge a 12-year-old with dinosaur names if they
I
are obsessed with them.
Yeah.
I actually had a third grader come up to me once after a book talk, and she was like, I didn't want to tell you this in front of everybody.
Oh
Great
yeah.
start.
But on that scene where you've got the horses in the rain charging forward and leaping over the falling bridge, the girdle, that's the front of the harness, you've got it just a little too far up on the neck. It should really be pushed right up against the pectorals.
Oh man. Oh.
God.
Well, it
I
was
would have quit
interesting.
children's books
This
right at
this
then.
kid that figured this out, really did his research because my dad thought he had done his, and it went through the committee,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Okay.
they had updated the Union Jack flag like a year before they actually made the trip. That would have been on the Mayflower.
It's
So
like that's like looking at it's that's like questioning the stars arrangements, like the sky in a historical painting if like one star is
Yeah.
off,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Did you ever hear do you know Tom Lovell,
Yeah.
yeah.
right? So he had this illustration for National Geographic. I think it was like something about like a how this army snuck in. Um, I mean, it's ancient days of like and sacked a huge city. They snuck in at night or something like that. And so he talked about how like he was like it was at night. And he wanted to make it dramatic and stuff, and he showed the sky. And the art director was like, "You got to realize like we got to go and actually research what sky, like what constellation it would be." It was like that's why I can't just show. He goes, no, it's like, and it's like the historian will look it up for you, but we'd have to figure it out. And he was like, could there have been clouds in the
I
sky? I was
love
like,
that.
yeah, I don't see why not. And so like you could see like he designed this beautiful cloud that just like covered up most of the sky that was being moonlit.
Such a good
Just
idea.
to
Right
avoid having
answer.
to
Yeah.
know.
Just to avoid having to know or having the historians have to do like all this crazy work just to get this one little detail right.
Yeah, people go nuts over errors.
Yeah.
It's
And that
I
was the thing, I
yeah.
guess, with National Geographic that you worked with the historian.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's so
which I
cool.
That would
This
be
is
cool.
yeah, go ahead, Dell.
No, I just think that that would be really cool to work with a historian.
It'd have to be a cool historian, though, you
Right.
know? No offense to
Oh
Love
historians.
yeah,
nerds. I
yeah.
love super nerds, so I could hang with
It's like,
a
you cool, dude,
Hmm.
right? You're not gonna like oust me for this bork design that I have, right?
As
Dale.
long
You
as they're
know?
over
Dale,
18.
Dale, I think you're when you say you're cool with nerds, I think you are imagining like the Doctor House of
Y-
historians.
um
Thank you, Timmy.
no,
You're talking like historians like they don't leave their house, don't really know how to talk to people.
no, I am cool with those people. I really am.
Really?
Oh my God, yes, I love them.
Mm.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, but do they
Yeah, I'm
love
with
you?
Dale on
That's the
that.
important part.
No, no.
No.
Yeah. You're too cool, man.
They can tell I'm just I'm a tourist.
You're
Outsider,
yeah,
outsider.
Yeah.
yeah.
I love when they like they'll do that thing when um they'll say something and it's like they're testing you and just to see if you know what they're talking about. And it's like I always cop. I'm like, dude, I have no idea what you mean, but it sounds really interesting.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
there are corners of history and geography that I fear anyone ever asks me about. That I
Okay. Like
yeah.
what?
I don't even want Dale.
Don't give
Dale.
him the ammunition.
No, don't even dare because honestly, like Visual Arts Passage would collapse. It would people would be like, I can't.
Okay.
Yeah, it's done.
All right,
It's
Timmy,
over, man.
Timmy, the Revolutionary War was before the Civil War.
Yeah, no, I can figure those out. But like, let's not
Wait,
dig
wait,
too
wait.
deep.
This is
Wait,
important.
no, let's not dig too
This
deep
is
into
Oh
important.
my
this.
This is
gosh.
important.
We don't need to
World War
carve it
II,
out.
World War II is after World War One.
Okay, I'll allow that one because it was cute. But any further, and we're getting into dangerous. We're getting into dangerous territory.
You just revealed like a fun button for Dale here,
I
and
know.
then you're
Yeah.
like, don't press it.
Well, I'm not gonna. I think we're all living a little delusional if we don't all think we don't all have blind spots like that.
Oh,
No,
we
I know,
know.
but
Yeah.
we're just telling you, we're just flabbergasted that you revealed where the that
Right,
button
Exactly.
because we're
is.
like, it's right here.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
works
Right.
for
like don't
everybody.
show them.
Yeah.
Okay, go around the room. What's your blind spot?
Math.
Okay.
Math, that's a cop out, Dale.
No, that's good.
No, it's not. There's nothing embarrassing about not being good at math. No, you
No.
need to be like, I don't know a single state capital.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Or
Well,
like,
I
yeah.
I come from a family that we were not churchgoers, and
Okay.
religion is my weak spot, the understanding of religion.
Another cop out. I'm teasing.
Why is that a cop out?
Yeah.
Depending on
None
what
of
you're
these are
doing.
embarrassing.
That's
None
an
of these
honest
are
answer.
no, I know, but none of these are embarrassing. Your answer needs to be shameful.
Well, there's a lot of people would
Well,
say
then
that was
maybe you need to
shameful
give
to
us
me.
an example.
Um,
Yeah, give us
if
another one,
if
Timmy.
if I had to draw like um any state, it'd be a nightmare. Like
Oh,
geography is a nightmare for me.
interesting.
That is embarrassing.
well,
Yeah,
Timmy,
see?
on the graphic
Anyway.
novel, speaking of flags,
Yeah.
I'm glad it didn't get through to the 12-year-olds because they would have fried me because I had the French flag backwards like in their book.
Oh,
Oh, that is awesome.
oh, oh, Nate, I thought you were gonna say that your French flag said like 6'7" on it or something.
No,
Um,
no, they would
Oh
have
my
loved that
God.
one.
yeah.
Oh my God.
No, on the topic of
It's
That's
sold
a
out.
French 76, Timmy.
I will say this for anybody who digs. No, uh, I was editing for a promo for a comedian that was doing a tour of Australia, right? And we're doing the promo, and we were just lamenting like we're like basically anything that's a promo online just does terribly. Like nobody engages with it. They see it's a promo from a mile away. It just doesn't do anything. And I was like, I bet if we put all your tour dates on the last slide, and instead of the Australian flag, I put a British flag, people will lose their minds because they'll think it's an error. And it was like the best trolling I've ever done.
Hmm.
It was Jedi
Oh,
level
you really
trolling.
did
It was
that?
amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's wow.
People lost their minds. And it worked. Yeah, it's like million. Yeah, it's great. I mean, it made it sound like that was a wrong thing to do.
So like
No,
intentional
no, no. I
errors to
thought you
get
were
people
saying
to
it
look at the picture.
hypothetically, and then I'm glad that it was real, that you really did it.
No, we
Yeah.
did do it. Yeah, because it was like the alternative is zero people see this,
Hmm.
or like, yeah, or if it's like a stand-up clip. I mean, like this is a person that like their average views are like either a million views or like 1,000 because of the seconds of promo. It doesn't get any views. Um,
I'll ask any of the illustrators in the room, have any of you done a romance novel before? Cover.
I did one.
Yep.
I've
I
done
did.
one.
did
I've
I
I've
hear a
actually
done.
done
yep
one.
from Nate?
One.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
two, actually. Maybe three. Yeah, two. I'll say two.
Oh,
And
wow.
it may be different now, but when I took on the first romance novel, cover work, I had no understanding of fashion at all. And not that I do now, but I can't, I mean, they were asking me, they were very clear that this needs to be a Halston dress.
Oh,
And I was so out of my world.
Wow.
Predate Google.
Yeah, yeah. I
So you didn't get
was
to Google Holston
no,
dress? Yeah.
no. Uh,
Nice.
and just even, hearing like designers' names, I had no idea who they were. And so I made, I kind of faked it for a while until I uh, uh, had to pronounce Givenchy and pronounce it Givenchy.
that's hilarious.
I love
And
that. I love that.
the covers came off. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that that's probably only when you noticed that they noticed.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Where you were like, okay, the mood in the room just shifted.
I think they
Yeah,
know.
I think they're on to
I think I've been found out.
Yeah, yeah.
Giovanici. I love that.
Really
Givenchy, and
funny.
there was like the
Givenchy.
record
That's
scratch.
Yeah.
You're like, they're on to me.
Well,
That's a
I
good
ended up
one.
doing like 8 or 9 of them, and oh man, it wasn't my world.
Nate, what was it like for you? These are
Di
recent. Yeah.
difficult. I've done a couple of them recently. Well, the problem was I used like a similar sketch from the first one I did, like in the mix with the second one. It was like kind of the
Yeah.
same pose, and they picked the same sketch, and I was like, oh God,
Oh
that was
no.
not smart. Like I was just trying to fill it out because I had some weirder ones, and I was like, well, I'll give them like one thing, I don't
Yeah.
want to have to go back to the drawing board here, so I'll do like a something that I know works. And it got picked, and I was like, shoot. So I did that. Yeah, I don't know. Romance covers are really difficult in my view. It's a book cover, which is already like a,
Yeah.
a very long, drawn out gig in my experience.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, everyone has to look like exactly how they're supposed to look, and it has to like meet all these little like secondary read requirements that tell the like person who picks up the book like what kind of book they're picking up. It's
Yes,
all like
Lauren
codified.
Pinapinto talked about that. Like how many
Yeah.
buttons a shirt's undone kind of thing.
Yeah, the level of raunchiness, I'm guessing, kind of.
Yeah.
Huh.
So there are just a lot of little things to get notes on, I would say.
I got kind of lured into it, Nate. I did.
Lured into the romance.
I did. I got sucked
With the
into it. I
billowy
did it.
shirts.
I got to do. I
How many
did.
buttons were undone?
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
John,
I
are you
did.
okay?
I did Wuthering Heights,
Ah.
and
Okay.
That's
it did
not a
okay. Got
that's
into
not
a
the
lot of shows and stuff, and
That
people call
barely
me and ask,
counts,
"Well, can you
man.
do this?" And
I'm not
I
counting
was kind of
Wuthering
like you,
Heights.
Nate. Yeah, I can do that. And
Wuthering
Yeah,
Heights
no,
is a
no, no, no. Wuthering
classic.
Heights is
It
too
does not
classy, John.
it
I'm sorry.
doesn't
That
it
doesn't
doesn't
count.
count. That
No,
doesn't
he's
count
saying
as
that was
romance.
the gateway
no,
drug.
Yeah, that
what
was the gateway drug that got me into it.
Okay, because I was like,
I was like, you're talking about an American classic. What do you mean?
was there a Minotaur?
No.
Yeah.
But our directors would call me from that cover and say, "Hey, this is what we're looking for," and that's not what they were looking for at all.
They were
right.
like, we're doing it's a play on Wuthering Heights. It's called
Yeah.
Milking Wuthering Heights.
It's called
No,
Minotaur Heights.
yeah,
Yeah.
Minotaur Heights. Yeah, no.
Nate, how many buttons were undone?
No buttons at all, actually. We went
Oh,
with
There were
a
Whoa.
no buttons.
buttonless shirt.
But you,
Yeah, no shirt.
yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
Shirt.
yeah.
Yeah.
It
I
was
After
Velcro.
How many belly buttons? Yeah.
after Lauren Panapinto's last talk with us, I went to go say good night to my wife, and she was reading a book called Morbidly Yours, and
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
what the hell is going on? I was like a '90s dad. I'm like, what? Get this out of here.
Not in my house.
Yeah, exactly, Dale. I was like, what the hell? No, no,
oh,
they're everywhere. And I go, what made you pick up this book? And she goes, a coworker gave it to me. And I go, insane, crazy. The level of confidence you have to give a coworker that book is
Timmy, that's
unhinged.
like the guest that I will forever wish we could have snagged.
I know, I know. I think we scared him off.
Who's
Ah,
that?
The most hired model for cover art ever.
for romance
Oh,
novels.
Yeah. He reached out and he contacted us to be a model for Drawing Hive.
oh,
And
What?
yeah, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
pulled the curtain back a little bit because he wanted to know about our budget, and I was like,
His career had taken a
Well,
turn.
yeah, and I was like, well,
have one
how's
of
zero?
those.
yeah, our Patreon is pretty quiet. And then
By quiet, I mean non-existent.
I mean, I created it 5 years ago and never did anything with it.
Oh my God, that could be such a fun story. It's like, well, I have to kind of change what I'm doing. I got hit by some geese. And
It wasn't Fabio. He did
I
more
know,
than Fabio.
I know. I'm just
He
thinking,
he outpaced Fabio and then ghosted me.
Get
Ugh.
out of here. No kidding.
Yeah.
Like Timmy sent me the messages, and then I was looking him up, and I was like, "Oh, we got to make this happen. This would be like so random and fun."
So I like to pretend we dodged a bullet.
Like there
Because
could be
we've
the
okay,
cowboy
I don't
pose,
think you
there could be
have to
the pirate
pretend.
pose.
no, we've had okay, near guests that I've almost gotten on the show that thank God I didn't.
Oh,
Number one,
like the Indiana Jones guy.
number one, Indiana Jones guy who finds lost art.
Yeah,
Absolutely dodged a bullet there.
yeah, you
Why?
did.
Um,
Why dodge a bullet?
he likes World War II a little too much, Dale.
Oh no.
Not the right side of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
wow. Oh my God.
No, I don't. Hey, wait. I want to be really clear right now.
Not the right
Allegedly,
side of it.
no, wait. Hold on. Hold on. First of all, I want to be very clear. Allegedly. Second of all, we didn't say his name. Third of all, yeah, it was.
You can
It
Google him
seemed
yourself.
pretty clear. Yeah. Third
of all, here's Dale's address.
third of all, there's really no way to prove that that sound came from my computer.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I love not the right side of it.
The right side.
Yeah.
He loves World War II a little too much.
I mean,
Not
Cassandra,
the
wasn't
right
that kind of the
side.
conclusion from the evidence I sent?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
The best way I could say was not the right side.
That's
That-
really
yeah, I was
funny.
just
Definitely
like,
dodged a bullet.
this
I
That
love
was
how
feels.
such a
everybody was
good
like, "Oh, okay, that's not bad." Oh
Cassandra,
no,
that was such a great like mother take. Yeah, like, was not the right side.
not
Well,
the
it
right
was-
side.
Way to
No.
get to the point, right?
Someone
You have to
didn't make
dig
good
through it, and you get
decisions.
through so many photos, and you're finally just like, well, this seems beyond anomaly. But no, the first red flag for me was he kept finding. So he finds lost and stolen artwork. He's very good at it, and
He
and
what?
what's that?
He what?
He's
He
very
finds
good.
lost work from that time period.
Oh,
Lost
I see.
artwork.
Okay, okay, okay.
Not well. That was part of his
Yeah.
fascination, but yeah, from kind of all over many eras. But
But that was kind of a big focus for a bit.
Yeah, exactly. And
Okay.
one of the things that, or it's artwork that went missing during that era. But the thing that I started to notice was in all of the photos of like very like, I mean, artwork that would, I mean, I'm trying to remember, I forget all of it. I have such a bad memory now, but of the things that he found, there would be this like photo of him like recovering it. And
Yeah.
he was always just like, he was just carrying it around like he was actually Indiana Jones. It was like, dude, what? Like every photo of somebody handling this from here on out is going to be gloved up.
Yeah, white
Right.
gloves.
And like he would be like palming it in the photos.
That's so like swashbuckling
Yeah, he was like
discovery.
a little too swashbuckling for it. And
That should be
and I want to
that's a
say, I
great.
want to say, I want to say, I want to be very clear. I did not read anything that was definitive. We just kind of like, "Ugh."
Drawing conclusions,
Yeah, we drew some.
but not
That would have been a
necessarily quick ones.
amazing show title if we had just come up with it, Cassandra.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Most of our drawing conclusions happen off air.
That's funny.
Everybody, start posting your work to Discord. We're gonna check it out soon. We're gonna head over there in about 5-6 minutes. Please start posting now, though. I want to scope it out. I'm going to share it on the show.
That's I need to back pocket that little phrase there. Yeah, he liked World War II, not the right side.
Yes.
I thought
I
that
love
just
that.
saying he liked World War II too much was enough.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Mel Brooks
I
line.
wasn't getting it. I was
Oh, really? You weren't?
Yeah,
Oh
no,
yeah,
I
no,
But I've
because I
had a
thought it
lot.
went to like Dale's like Dale loving the
Yeah.
people that love history
Right.
too much.
Oh,
Love
no, it
history.
wasn't like that at
Oh,
all.
that's a thing. Love history too much.
It wasn't like that at all. I was like, wow, this is cool. This guy's cool. And then I was like, well, I don't
Not
know.
really cool at all.
How
It's
many is
complicated.
too many?
The frequency with which
How many
artists
is too many?
Yeah.
That's a good question. How
The
many
frequency with which artists that I really love, I have to be like, wow, it seems like they really like World War II too much. It happens it's happened twice too many times. So
Has it really?
yeah, but we don't need to get into it.
Well, I don't
Well,
know.
it seems like we
Dale.
did.
I don't know,
Take the
man.
clues. Dale,
I don't know.
one
Even
is-
that sensitive.
no,
My
it's
my
not.
father
It's-
used to say, if you go out and all you meet are assholes, guess who the asshole is?
You're saying
I'm just saying, Timmy. I'm just saying. I haven't met people who
Dale.
loved World War II
this
too
is
much.
like that is the dad line of all dad lines.
Dale, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. So you're saying I like World War II too much?
Well, maybe just a little too much.
If all you meet out there are fascists.
Yeah. Let's not use
Maybe
any
it's
words that
your
get us
parade.
flagged on YouTube. Watch it.
Right.
Oh man.
Yeah. No, anybody can predict it. You think for 2 minutes about somebody who grew up in the early aughts that liked hip hop. No, we are on to some great stuff, people.
So I think it's time to say
Check it
this.
out.
So
Yeah.
Nate, what are you working on next?
No, don't put it on,
No.
don't put it on Nate. Don't put it on Nate. Nate's being
How
No,
about that
you said,
snow
what's
and
he-
ice,
what's he working
y'all?
on next?
Nate.
I was
I
trying to change the
talked.
subject.
Wait, hold on. I talked with Nate's dad about this. If I was a tenth as mature and smart as Nate at 25, I'd be doing great.
You'd still need his talent.
Yeah, I would still need his talent. No, it's
Apart from digging Timmy out of whatever he's got himself implicated in.
appreciate this, Nate. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You're doing
I've
good work.
I've got 2 graphic novels going right now, so that's what I'm working on currently, and I've got a piece for Rolling Stone coming out.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Oh,
Sweet.
Oh, that's great.
Rolling
Wow.
Stone.
Look out for
Very
the
impressive.
next edition.
Can
What's
you
it-
say what it's of yet or no?
I think it'll be out early February.
U.S. edition?
Yes.
We had a student, Addie Green, in our portfolio
Oh
class
yeah.
last semester that first did a German edition, and then got a piece like 3 weeks later in the U.S. edition.
That's awesome.
great
Way to go,
piece, too.
Addie.
Shout out to Addie.
Yeah.
Nate, are there any publications you've got in the crosshairs that you're comfortable saying like, man, dream, dream job, dream project?
Oh, in the like in my sites,
Like
you're saying?
yeah, like yeah, in your sites, they kind of a dream job.
Oh, that's a good
What
question.
I mean, have you hit some of the dream jobs that you had
I
when you were a
I hit a
student?
decent amount of the ones I set out for
You
early
just
on. Like I
said
really
Rolling
wanted to.
Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rolling Stone was a huge one I really wanted. Folio Society, I got to do a book for them, which was really exciting. I'd love to do some like New Yorker stuff in the future now that I'm out here. Might have to acclimate a little bit so I
So
stay on
when you
radar.
say that, do you think about like specifically a look that because the New Yorker is kind of, you know, directional.
Yeah,
Uh,
oh, totally.
so you thinking about doing some specific samples or some sending them things that you think are appropriate?
Yeah, I have been thinking about that a little bit and kind of, like maybe some more like evergreen type stuff that I could maybe pitch. It's, a lot of like even the stuff we do in that ideation class with like the four seasons, like they always do
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
seasonal
yeah, seasons,
stuff.
sure.
I mean, those are some of the best ones, and those a lot of times like if they can't use them one year, you know, just sit on it and we'll see about next year. So, yeah, it's something I've been thinking about. I'm gonna have to find some time schedule wise to put some samples together, but yeah, and I also really I'd love to do a children's book soon now that I've done graphic novel. So we'll see if anything like that lands soon. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah, that would
big
really be hitting a
try.
lot of the hot spots there by that
It
point.
it
Hmm.
does feel like you did like the SEAL Team 6 training for
Right.
children's books.
Yeah.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I'd love to do like 24 illustrations instead of 128 pages
Right.
Right.
times five. That'd be cool. Probably get paid the same amount as well.
So like, if you're doing other work on top of that and you have 6 months, like how many pages a week are getting done? Like once you've hashed out your style and you're
Mhm.
getting into the groove of it.
It depends on the day. I took a year on the first one. They wanted it in 6 months, and I told them I can kind of only make it work if I can spread it out a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to say I can usually get like 4 to 6 pages of sketches done in a day, and then probably two or three finals, um, page wise. So
That's
it
fantastic.
depends, but
That's a
yeah,
lot.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait, wow,
you
that's a
guys
lot.
ready to
yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
ready to see some art?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Aaron broke the ice this week. Pretty good one last night.
Great job, Aaron.
All right, everybody, let's see it. Here we go. Suzanne,
Ooh,
cooking.
nice, Suzanne.
Wow.
Sweet.
Great job. Oh, yes, yes,
We
please.
always watch them. Love it. It's awesome that you go to the trouble.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Great stuff.
Fantastic.
Man.
Nice.
Ooh,
Alexandra,
lovely.
nice.
That's
Just joined the
great.
program. Very excited to have you. Nice.
Alberto.
Nice,
Fun.
Alberto. Whoa.
That's so
Wow.
cool. How many razors were involved with these? I love how he does
Oh
his
my
own stuff.
I
gosh.
feel like I
Oh,
always expect to see like blood drops on his work.
Yeah. Oh, those are wonderful.
It's great.
Well,
Oh, love it.
Oh,
Lovely.
fun. Great job.
yeah.
When you didn't dress for the weather.
Love your
Yeah.
Shackleton.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's
Nice.
that's a
so
good
fun.
mustache.
Hell yeah,
Yes.
mustache.
Hey, Milos.
There you
Ooh,
go.
Ooh.
nice, Anne.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, thanks for that,
There it
Xander.
is.
That's cool.
Thank
Yeah.
you,
Yeah,
Xander.
Xander.
Xander, you're kind of
Love the
stepping on my
detachment.
territory there.
Yeah, I was
Just
gonna say.
hold on there, buddy.
Ooh, that's great.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you
well
Ooh.
got that
done.
Hey,
coat so
Yes.
well.
first time joining. Awesome, D'Artagnan.
really.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Thanks for
Yeah.
being
Also,
here.
also, you're our first D'Artagnan. There you go.
fantastic. Oh, that's so
Nice.
We
great.
call it D'Artagnan 1.
Yeah. Could you add a one to the end of that name, please?
It
I can only
sounds
imagine your
appropriate.
inbox.
Oh,
I
that's
can only
Totally.
imagine your inbox, Timmy.
Fun.
I've been drawing you guys for
Ooh,
5 years. My name's
yeah.
D'Artagnan.
Great directional strokes on that too.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Very
Oh man,
cool.
I love
Nice.
that.
Love it.
Good
Like
attitude.
Well done, Terry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Terry.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah. I like how you made your quadrants.
Feels like
Mhm.
Edward Gorey should have been one of these,
I know,
Yeah.
it's totally the Edward Gorey coat.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Ooh.
great.
Yeah.
I love that.
Love it, Anita.
Nice.
Uh,
Oh, wow.
that's
Yeah.
awesome. Boy,
Oh,
nice.
that's
Very
awesome.
nice.
Oh
Oh,
my
I love how you
gosh.
Wow.
handled the behind him with
Mhm.
Yeah.
the
The directional lines.
lines.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, my brain just bleeped there.
So
Oh,
funny how
that's so fun.
cartoonish that looks, but it's not.
It's
Right.
it's
Right.
great silhouettes.
Mm-hmm.
Great work there.
Oh, nice,
Oh,
Jess.
that's
Oh,
lovely.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love it.
That is a pose with attitude. It's
Yes.
perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ooh, that's lovely.
I mean, he's Hagrid. It's Hagrid.
Right.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh,
Oh,
That's
Love
cool.
that.
that's really well done.
uh,
Oh, that's
something just
Oh,
something just happened. I gotta
dang.
find my spot. Sorry.
uh-oh.
Yes.
Nice.
We gotta
Good.
That's
call. We gotta
awesome.
call out all the Schweitzers.
Yeah, here we
Oh,
go. Get
that's
ready.
beautiful.
That's so, yeah.
Everybody
That's
get
very
ready
well
for
done.
the Schweitzer thon.
Oh, that's
Oh, nice.
fantastic,
George.
George.
Good stuff.
Very well done.
Wow.
Wow, that's good.
Here we go.
Oh
Oh,
my
Yeah,
gosh.
Randy.
Here we go.
Love it.
There he
That's
is.
fun.
Oh,
There's Nate's
that's so
younger brother,
good.
Randy.
I love it.
Well done,
Sally.
Sally.
Oh,
Yes.
nice,
Nice,
Sally.
Sally.
What is going on? That is cool.
That is so
Yeah.
I
awesome.
didn't understand what that was.
Did you spray through a
Yeah, that's what it looked like, Dale.
Xander, that's beautiful.
Xander.
Really
Nice.
nice, Anne.
And
Yes, Marcy.
right.
Love
Oh
that white
man,
stain.
that's great.
Love it.
Really good.
Mm-hmm.
You got that expression. It's
Nice.
perfect.
When you've been stuck in a cold place for too long.
I was gonna say that's a snowstorm.
Right.
If I see
Oh,
one
that's
more
nice.
snowflake,
That guy
that's so
that he
great.
was literally saying like the guy at the store told me it was canceled.
That's really fun.
Robert.
Robert.
Whoa.
Beautiful.
Nice,
Oh,
Robert.
Nice
Robert.
stuff.
We've got to, I
Oh.
think we've got to ban Robert.
Yeah, we
Love it.
got to really consider throwing him out of here.
Yeah. Randy, what are you doing? What is going Oh, Nate's mom.
Oh,
Nice.
really great.
Oh, look at that.
Whoa.
Fantastic.
Nice. Good one, Ike.
I
So,
love it.
Oh, that's lovely.
Well
Oh,
done.
That's
yeah.
really, really good drawing, Joanna.
Yeah.
Nice,
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 Carrie.
Gary.
Valerie.
Great job,
awesome.
Valerie.
Well
That's
done, Valerie.
awesome, Valerie.
That's
Jeez.
awesome, Valerie.
Love,
Yes.
love.
Nice, Michelle.
Great
I love how
job.
they've been compressed.
I know.
Nice.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Good stuff.
Ooh.
Everybody's
Yeah, that's
cooking.
good.
nice.
Everybody's
Steph.
cooking tonight.
That's great.
What is this? What is happening?
Yes.
Is that a
Oh my
Pokemon?
gosh.
I love
You know, it really was what it needed, a dragon. Well
Yeah.
done.
it. Yeah.
Nice.
Thomas
Oh,
Fletcher would
lovely.
approve.
Wow.
Really good.
Oof.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
All right.
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
Here we go.
yeah. Bosh
Wow.
time.
Here comes Frozen Bosch.
Oh my God, out of control.
Nicole, I look forward to these every
Yes.
week.
Every week.
Totally.
Nicole,
Every
how
week.
large is that file? It's got to be like
Oh, I know.
I
Terabytes.
know.
4 terabytes.
Gary, that's beautiful.
That's awesome, Gary.
Was.
Thanks for
Ooh,
saying so,
wow.
Randy.
Wow.
Glad you were here.
Oh,
I
that's
love it.
fantastic,
Ooh,
Rebecca.
yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
Felicity.
Felicity's
Oh,
cooking.
yes.
Oh, that's great.
Wow.
Looks
Coach.
exactly
Nice.
like looks exactly like my dad.
That's funny.
It's crazy.
No shirt on.
Yeah, no, without a coat.
Your dad, I don't know, I'm sure you remember this, his sealskin coat.
Oh my
Yeah, we could talk
gosh.
about the weird, goofy
Yeah.
costumes my dad owned another
Yeah.
time.
Ah,
Awesome.
sweet, Eric.
Nice, Eric.
Well,
Oh,
Ooh.
that's wonderful.
another
Also
dragon.
adding a
Another
dragon because
dragon.
that's so cool.
Really cool.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that was
Dang,
great.
Eric. Lovely. Just
Hmm.
lovely.
Oh, cool.
Oh, very fun.
You,
Wow.
you all are ready for the weather this weekend.
Yes.
Fantastic, everyone.
Hmm.
Ooh,
Ooh. Oh, that's
yes.
Oh,
cool.
that's nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Awesome. I love Pizza
Love.
Sophia.
Yeah.
All right, these are our last
Uh-huh.
ones. These are some good
I
ones
gotta
too.
draw
Oh,
some.
Oh,
man.
I
Wow.
man.
That
love
is
that.
great.
That's
Huge.
Wow.
beautiful.
Wow, beautiful.
Fantastic. Oh, cool.
Oh, that too.
Love.
Nice.
Yes.
Wow,
Strong
what a
work.
good one to end on. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I just want to remind y'all, classes start January 24th. That is Saturday. Tomorrow's our last day to enroll. Man, we some amazing representation from Visual Arts Passage teachers tonight. Um,
Yep.
everybody here tonight teaches with us. They're all
I
passing on the wisdom. So please consider it. If you're serious about making this a career, check it out. It's visualartspassage.com. It's illustration, fine arts, gallery arts. If you're trying to making pictures your career, it can happen. Trust me. We work with a lot of artists and a lot of students who do it. So that was awesome.
yeah,
Everybody, thank you.
Dale, Raymond, Adam, Cassandra, Nate, and Timmy, thank you all for being here. And uh, Nate, I do have to say this. I want to be, I'm really sincere about this. Um, you are spectacular. Thank you for doing this with us tonight. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, John. Of course. I
Yeah.
love doing this.
I
Right,
hope everybody
everybody.
stays cozy and comfy this weekend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, stay
Stay
Yeah.
warm.
warm.
Bye. See you next week.
Have a good night.
Take care,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Here.